the 100th birthday of the South African political activist Nelson Mandela. BBC commemorates this special event today with a 3-part documentary on this famous South African's life, chronicling his hardships and his ultimate victory over apartheid.
In February of 1990, the government declared the ANC legal and announced Mandela was to be released.
After 27 years in South African jails, Nelson Mandela is a free man. At 2:15 today, our time, he walked from the gates of Victor Verster prison hand in hand with his wife Winnie. Some 500,000 people waited in Cape Town for hours to hear their leader address them for the first time in more than a quarter of a century.
I greet you all in the name of peace, democracy and freedom for all.
Now free at the age of 71, Mandela was named the head of the ANC. His work to help bring an end to apartheid earned him the Nobel Peace Prize in 1993.
What a glorious day for South Africa. Today Mandela is being awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in this very building behind the trees. And we have a scoop. He has just told our special correspondent that he found it to be a deeply humbling experience. This is Cassandre Cremades from Oslo, Norway.
Today's announcement that I have been named to receive the most prestigious award for peace was a deeply humbling experience.
In 1994, for the first time in more than 300 years, blacks in South Africa would have the opportunity to vote for their rulers.
We are now at a voting booth in Johannesburg. In here and in the rest of the nation, the South African population is voting on the occasion of their first multiracial democratic election. So, good sir, who are you voting for?
I just voted for Nelson Mandela.
Do you think that Mandela will win the elections?
Of course he will. Everybody wants the end of segregation, and Nelson Mandela will do it, so he will win.
As you can see, it is evident that Mandela will most likely be elected president. This is Timo Richard from Johannesburg, South Africa.
At the age of 75, Mandela was elected president in a landslide.
The black population saw his election as the start of a new era. As president from May 1994 until June 1999, Mandela presided over the transition from minority rule and apartheid, winning international respect.
Mandela proved to be a master politician, knowing when to be unyielding and when to compromise.
Mandela encouraged black South Africans to get behind the previously hated Springboks as South Africa hosted the 1995 Rugby World Cup. After the Springboks won an epic final over New Zealand, Mandela presented the trophy to Captain Francois Pienaar, an Afrikaner, wearing a Springbok shirt with Pienaar's own number 6 on the back. This victory gave way to joy in both white and black populations.
The crowd is wild. The Springboks have overcome the All Blacks and won this year's Rugby World Cup in South Africa. Nelson Mandela himself went onto the pitch in the end to congratulate the players. I am now in front of the stadium with these very proud South African supporters.
Yes! Yes!
So, how do you feel about the win?
We won!
You can be sure that all of South Africa will be celebrating tonight. This is Adrian Redon in Johannesburg, South Africa. Back to you.
Unfortunately, his marriage to Winnie came to an end in 1996. In 1998, Mandela married his third wife on his 80th birthday. The following year, he stepped down as president of the ANC. Nelson used his stature to help mediate the civil war in Burundi. He continues to work with human rights organizations and for AIDS awareness.
We are now at the Nelson Mandela HIV Foundation, where thousands of patients are taken care of, and the association is fully supported by Nelson Mandela.
Nelson Mandela continues to be a defining symbol of how one man can truly make a difference in the world.
Nelson Mandela is one great leader who has and will influence the South African nation and beyond. His cultural influence is already evident in the numerous songs and movies on him, such as the 2010 film Invictus. He will always be remembered as an international peace hero.
What a glorious day for South Africa. Today Mandela is being awarded the Nobel Prize.
Quand tu veux, hein, ça tourne. Je couperai.
We're now at a voting.
As well, the
We are now at a voting booth in Johannesburg. In here and in the rest of the.
What a glorious day for South Africa. Today Mandela is being awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in this very... Y'a pas de building.
Non mais zoom out. Non ça marche pas. Non ça marche pas.
Tu fais comme ça, ça suffit et après tu tournes.